Hi, I'm Jess. I'm going to be your counselor today. I just want to let you know that we are doing a time session, so I'll cut you off after 10 minutes, but please don't feel rushed. Just let me know what you're thinking, feeling, that kind of thing. What brings you in today?
I've been having some trouble with my roommate. She's been leaving dishes all over the house and having people over late, just tons of stuff.
And how does that make you feel?
Pretty annoyed, a little frustrated. It's really difficult because she's very defensive about her actions.
Okay. And why do you think that she's so defensive?
I think she doesn't believe it's her fault. Like, if she leaves a mess in the kitchen, she can't remember that it's her, and she'll just blame it on others.
Yeah, that can definitely be frustrating. Sounds to me like you feel a little bit frustrated and annoyed that she's not taking responsibility for her actions. How many people live in the house?
I live with 3 other people, so.
Okay. And how are the other 2 people?
I think they feel the same way that I do about it. They're also a little bit fed up with the circumstance, and we're tired of the problems that keep coming up.
Right. And is this impacting your relationships, like even between any of the roommates?
I'd say it's 3 against 1 for the most part, so we kind of were against her, and she probably realizes that.
Yeah, is that maybe part of the reason why she feels defensive a lot?
Yeah, I think she definitely probably feels ganged up on because we're coming at her so often.
Okay, and how are you? Sorry.
And she's never really the one to start a problem as well, other than leaving things around. She's not the one to point things out.
Okay.
She'll just leave it for someone else.
Okay. And you said that you're like mentioning things to her. How are you doing that? Is that face to face?
Often it will be over a group chat, which is a little bit problematic, but face to face is definitely the better option, but it's a bit confrontational for me, which I don't really like, so it's hard to find a balance.
For sure. Do you want to tell me more about that confrontational?
Well, because she's so defensive, I know I can say whatever I believe to be true, but she will just change the subject or defend her actions as much as she can.
Okay. Going back to the piece about her not really like taking responsibility for her actions, I feel like that probably connects to her being defensive. She doesn't feel like it's her fault. But do you think there's any reasoning behind that, or why do you think that is?
I don't think at home she has a lot of responsibility, so I guess that could be a factor to how she behaves when living with people her own age. At home, I think it's mostly just her parents, who are a lot older than her, and they'll do a lot of the chores around the house or errands and stuff like that. And I think she's grown up having a lot done for her.
And is that different from the way that you grew up?
Yeah. I had to do lots of stuff growing up. I had a chore chart. I had certain jobs to do every day.
Okay. Is there anything else that you wanted to tell me about the situation?
She's also having people over really late at night, which is another contributor to the mess that we find often. So I think it's just a little bit unreasonable sometimes, to the extent to like how late they stay and how loud they are is really not reasonable, and I just find it hard to believe that she can't understand that.
For sure. And how's that impacting you and your life?
Well, some days I have really early classes, and I need to sleep. I need to go to bed early enough that I can wake up and feel alright in the morning and not be upset or being angry on top of being tired. And
for sure. Yeah. So when you are feeling tired, do you think that's also another reason why you might come at her more?
Yeah, it's definitely a factor. Like staying up later definitely makes me in a worse mood to deal with her again in the next day.
Looking forward, do you have any sort of ideas on how you're going to manage these situations?
I think we've decided we need to have a meeting in our house and get all 4 of us together and talk it out. So I hope that will be beneficial.
Do you think that's going to be a helpful conversation, or do you think it's just going to be like a screaming match?
I'm really not sure. I think ultimately it will be helpful. I don't think we'll be necessarily screaming, but I think there might be a few arguments that arise, so I'm a little worried.
Yeah, for sure. Is there any previous experiences like that you've had of something like this that you can bring?
Yeah, well, the only time I can think of is last year, when she was doing the same thing, but we had one other roommate who was different, and they really did not get along, and it was pretty tense in the house.
Right. So that can also be hard if she's been doing this for 2 years now. It can also be frustrating for sure, and especially when you're having tense relationships, that doesn't help. I think that having a good sit-down conversation is probably a good idea. Yeah.
I hope it helps.
Yeah.
I think she's just kind of fallen into a routine. So
for sure.
She realizes that nothing will really happen, like she can just get away with it.
Oh yeah, for sure. And what about like all of your guys' schedules? How's that impacting it?
So everybody's pretty busy, I think, right now, especially this time of the year, but she's usually gone the whole day.
Okay.
But I think there's still time for the meeting, and I think she is able to do little things like on the weekends and just in her free time, just pick up after herself.
For sure, yeah, and it doesn't sound like you're asking a lot either, which I think is good. Yeah, I think that's good. Is there anything else you think I should know?
It's mostly those things, especially when she has so many people over. Like,
for sure. And when those
she doesn't let us know, like, I think we'd be fine if it was like 1, maybe 2 people, and she had them just in her room or in the living room quietly. But some nights she'll bring over 6+ people, like unannounced. They come over late in the night after 10 o'clock, and it's just not ideal for anybody in the house except for her.
Right. And when those people are coming over, are they being respectful or?
Yeah, I don't think it's their fault as much. Like, they've been invited over by her, but she just neglects to ask permission before they come, and so they come in, and we're also friends with them, not as close, but we'll say hi, and it's fine. I'm not mad at them because they were invited, but I think she just needs to realize boundaries.
For sure, and hopefully that meeting that you guys have will help to set those boundaries. What do you think you'll do moving forward if she doesn't, after the meeting, sort of change how she's acting?
I guess we'll just have to keep doing like what we're doing now, just keep trying to talk to her face to face, but I'm really not sure what we would do. Maybe have another meeting, but can't have meetings forever.
Right. So. Yeah. And sort of, how would you know when the problem is resolved? She woke up one morning. How would you know?
I guess after like a while has gone by where I haven't noticed as many problems occurring.
Okay, great. Well, I hope the meeting goes well for you.
Thank you.